Hi, Muhammad. How are you?
Sorry. Hello. I thought that I was talking with you and it was muted.
Yeah,
How are you?
I am good. And you?
All is good. Great. Really.
Good. Just hold on. I'm trying to go live on YouTube, but it's not working. Oh, I think it is now.
Yes, it is live streamed.
Okay,
And
excellent. So how are you, Muhammad?
all is great.
Did you start your
Um,
university or not?
University. Not yet. It will start in this Sunday. Yes, this Sunday.
Oh,
My,
okay. Okay. Are you all set?
yes, I'm organizing myself. I can say that's the thing.
Excellent.
Still, it's a new thing, a new place that I'm going to, so still not sure where am I going. That's the thing I can say. Yeah.
Well, you
So
haven't
yeah,
started, so you don't know where you are going.
yeah. So new friendships, I think.
Oh, okay.
Great.
So you've
Yeah,
been, you've started.
no, no, that's what I'm expecting. There's
Okay,
these.
okay. I'm sure you will enjoy it. It's the best time. It's preparation for life.
Yeah, I hope so, really, because
It will. You have a lot to look forward to. And let me just ask you, have you been doing your chakra exercise? Because it's really powerful. It will help you.
okay, I'll try. I'm really nowadays busy. I
Um,
found a part-time job.
okay, Mabruk,
Yeah,
excellent.
thank you. And it is teaching, really. So I'm
Excellent.
teaching,
Wow. What are you
yeah,
teaching?
robotics right now. Robotics.
Wow. Done. Very impressive. Mashallah.
And so, yeah, I'm compromising right now my time or organizing what I'm working with.
Okay. Okay. Well, all the best. That sounds amazing. Hi, Susanna.
Hello.
Thank you for joining. I'm sorry, guys, about last week. I just couldn't do it. And then I realized all the emails went out at the wrong time, at the wrong place. It can't be helped, but we're here. How are you?
Alhamdulillah. How are you?
Alhamdulillah. Thank you very much. Very, very happy. As you might seen on Instagram, I've just received my copy of my new book. Alhamdulillah, it made my day. And this is
Masha.
my cat is interfering. Yeah, so hey, suddenly it picked up, the day picked up and I felt really good. Something is happening. It was a total surprise, because of the shipment and everything takes so long. But it's here and it's nice. So a lot to look forward to. Okay, so maybe it's just the three of us. I am ready if you are. Any questions about anything? Susanna, have you been doing the chakra exercise? It's really important. It's easy, by the way, Mohammed. It just takes 3 minutes, and it just helps as if you're getting healing every day. And it just helps to keep you aligned, keep you unblocked. But it's so important now because we're going through so many changes that you might feel confused, down, blocked, whatever. And because it's sound healing, you're resonating, your cells are resonating to your own voice. It really works. I mean, I feel really clear after I do it. I used to do it with my mom when she was alive and she enjoyed it, and we just stand there and chant it. So it's really powerful. It's so simple. It works. It only takes 3 minutes and it can make a huge difference. What
What's
about
the
dream? Tell me.
You said it takes 3 minutes. Which one? Which thing?
The chakra sound exercises, where you chant, you take a deep breath in, and then you chant the sound of the chakra. Did
Okay.
did you not receive it? Susanna, did you get it?
Yes, I get it, but
Okay.
yes.
Okay, because if you haven't, I can send it. But really, it just takes 3 minutes and the effect is fantastic. So if you can, start doing it. Our last session will be on the 28th of October. So it will be a good idea if you start now. And if you have any questions or if you have experienced anything, then we can share it, because next time is our final session. Oh, great. Hi, Jody. Jody's here. Unmute your mic. Excellent.
Hi.
Thanks for joining, Jody.
Where's my screen? Oh, there.
I can see you. Can you see us?
Yeah, I see you.
Excellent. So we were just saying, I hope that you have been doing your chakra sound exercise, because I found it to be so powerful. It's so simple. It just takes a few minutes and it makes a world of a difference. Because like now, really, literally the last 3 months or so, 2 months, energetically, things have been changing so quickly. And when we don't modulate our energy to that of the new energy, we feel blocked, down, depressed, confused, unclear, along those lines. But because the sound, you're chanting your own sound, it resonates throughout your cells, throughout your aura, and like literally as if you've been zapped, and you'll feel clearer. It also gives you an indication of which center is weaker, and you will know when you can't chant the whole breath. So you will know what sides or aspects of you are stronger than other centers, meaning the less strong centers need more work. So you could try and chant them more times than the other centers until you feel the 7 sounds, until you feel you can sing or chant the 7 sounds really easily. Does that make sense? So you'll be able to gauge your own progress. You'll be able to gauge how you feel as you belt out. And that's, to me, it's very good when you can self-assess, because then really you empower yourself and you can continue on your own. So I can't emphasize how powerful it is. So please do it. Next session is 28th of October. It's our final session, but I have an announcement. I've enjoyed these sessions so much, and I thought it might be easier to continue on Clubhouse, where none of us have to worry about, being dressed in front of a camera, so we can still meet, and I'll be still happy to answer any questions you have. Same format, 1 hour, informal chat, anything goes, come with dreams, problems, questions. And Jody, check your online store. Leave a review, please. But I'm so thrilled. I'm not sure if it's in the stores yet, because I've only just received my copy, but I think it will be in stores towards the end of October, around the 22nd onwards.
Is it on Amazon?
It is everywhere. Barnes and Noble,
Okay.
Amazon, Book Depository.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah. I think you can order it from now, but not yet in the stores, I think. But let me know. I'd love to know what's happening in the States. But a client, an old client of mine, bought it today, and she's in Detroit, I think, and she found it online. So I think you can.
Okay.
And I have a promo for the first 10 buyers. You'll get a gift. So if you order it, just send me a screenshot and I'll answer any question, or I'll give you a mini reading. But it will be nice if you give it a try, because what's really unique about it is it's your life journey, because the fool is us. Really, we come into this life unprepared, if you will, totally open to experiences, not knowing what to do. And the tarot cards, the major tarot cards, reflect our journey through the different stages. So what's really nice is you'll see the pictures, you'll understand what the images mean, and why it is called for self-transformation. So we start with the Fool. That's card number 0, which is us at the very beginning. And the Fool goes through 3 main changes of transformation, which are necessary. So as you read it, you will come to know what are these 3 turning points that we all go through. Decisions of all sorts, whether it's career, love, marriage, whatever it is, the Fool goes through it. The Fool goes through it. And what happens is the Fool starts with number 0, but then he ends as the World card in the end, which is the card of success and realization, realizing all your dreams. So I really enjoyed writing it because, you know, when you reflect on something 30 years later, you can also add your own personal experience, but also those of clients and what they went through. So I'm hoping that you can relate and that you'll find it really, really useful. Right, I'm ready. If anyone is, any questions about anything, any remarks, any feedback, anything that you realized you're going through now, which is different from last time. Or has it been smooth sailing? I can't hear you.
Maybe I can say something.
Sorry?
Yeah. Now?
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Yes. Nowadays, I feel that right now, because it's autumn, I'm expecting this death, you know, this feeling that maybe the change needs the death in order to rebirth. So I'm feeling this thing right now. Is it normal? I mean, in either relationships or daily life interactions with people. I know it means social. Yeah,
that's a very good observation because energetically it is an end of a season and a beginning of a new one. In nature, it's the end of growth, you know, which is the summer, spring through summer, and then everything has to die in order to make room for a new beginning. So metaphorically, it's huge, but also in terms of the autumn equinox, we've just passed the 2 day and night being almost equal. So that was trying to balance us for the last 2 weeks, but now the days will start getting shorter. So you are likely to have less sunlight, which really affects how we feel, like literally. So you might feel a bit like cocooning, not feeling that you want to socialize, all of those feelings that come in the winter months, which is absolutely normal. But I think it is necessary. It's almost like a period of gestation before you emerge again in the spring. Well, there is winter to go through, but definitely autumn is transitional. So you're quite right. But the important thing is not to indulge. Like today I was feeling a bit low and, you know, thinking, and also my birthday is coming up. And I'm thinking, oh my God, it's a huge number. I'm going to be 60. What does that mean? And if you know me, those of you who know me for a long time would know that I don't admit my age until the very last day. But I started to kind of climatize myself. So for the last 2 months, I've started saying, I'm going to be 60, I'm 60. And I've never, ever done that. So I'm easing myself into it. And then when the book arrived, I thought, oh my God, it just really made me reflect. And you really realize, like, you know, somebody said my overnight success took 20 years. And it's so true. When we're growing, we grow up like a spiral. So you don't notice that things are changing and you don't notice how far you've come. Because to you, if you look on a spiral from above, it looks like a circle. So it seems like we're just going around in circle. We haven't achieved anything. But really, how do you measure your success and what you have achieved? I think when we are forced to stop, when we are forced in a corner, like we had lockdown, you know, on a global level, everybody was blocked, everybody was in lockdown. It forces you to reflect on your life. And it's only when you have stopped, like going up in a lift, then you'd look down and you would see how far you have come. Then hopefully you'll have the understanding that we needed that time, we needed that long journey in order to recognize, but also realize and learn what we need to learn and experiment and interact with our lives in order to get to where we are now. So even like if I look back, I really could not have changed anything. Everything that I went to was necessary in order to prepare me, but also carry me to this stage. And I do feel a lot about me is changing on the inside and the outside. And I don't know where this change is going, but I'm excited because then there's a new page and I don't know what it will bring. I don't know what the next 10 or 20 years will bring, but I can tell you I'm truly excited. So I think what I feel today is I've earned it. And I'm trying to tell you that you have a lot to look forward to. And no matter how low you feel, particularly in autumn, as you've just said, it's just a phase. It will pass. You know, this phase will pass. But whenever you find yourself stuck, you are really preparing for the future. So you're not wasting your time. You're not seriously blocked, but it is necessary to regroup, to reorganize before you can go forward. So when you are stuck, let's call it a preparation period. So this is the time now when we are stuck, when nothing seems to be working or happening. Now is the time to prepare to where we want to go. Learn something new, maybe relax, maybe read a new book, maybe pick up a new hobby. I don't know, have you started anything new in the last few months? Like I've noticed I really need something new. I started reading books that I don't normally read, and I've started learning a new language out of the blue. I don't know why, I'm just really interested. And it just gives me something to look forward to. Plus, it opens up doors. Like I haven't even realized that I've got so many friends who speak that language. And it's been amazing because it introduced me to a new culture, new literary works. I don't know where this is going, but it's necessary now. So don't overindulge in feeling sorry or stuck, but always remind yourself that this period is necessary. It's a fertilization period or a preparation period. We don't know what's coming, but listen to your heart and you will always get an inclination. You know, I feel like doing this. I don't feel. Today, a client texted me and she said, I'm going, I can't remember what she said, but something to the effect of, I'm going through a period where I am detoxing. I'll get to you, Suzanne, in a minute, where I'm detoxing. I'm letting go of all the friends that I don't need. I've started a new page. So many of us are echoing this sentiment. Okay, do you have a question? I saw a hand up.
Yes, I want to ask you if there's people in your life that when they see you happy, they want to lower it, يعني هيك, decrease your happiness, tease you. Yes, when there is a people in your life like this, and when they see you مثلا going through a difficulty, they
bring you down. I understand. Look,
how do you control this toward them? How can
you can't control other people. I don't know if you were with us when I said before, life is like driving. You are only responsible for the way you drive. When you drive, you don't get out of your car and you yell at other people and you tell them how to drive. So you need to take care of you. No one has power over you. If they are bad drivers, maybe unconsciously they feel jealous. How come she's happy and we're not? That's their business. So don't make it yours. In other words, don't feel bad. Don't feel sad. I would just smile and walk away. I wouldn't let anyone ruin my happiness. Why should they? The minute you do that, you give your power away. So they're not in charge of your happiness, you are. And then reflect on them. Maybe they're not really true friends. Maybe they don't deserve your company. If it's family, and many of us don't choose our families, okay, maybe you put up with it, but you don't have to respond. I would just smile and turn my face and ignore them and get on with my day.
back their words, anything?
Absolutely. Don't say anything because you give it power.
Okay.
I think I told you, did I tell you last time, I had a brilliant teacher 30 years ago. We studied dreams interpretation with her. And her son was about 11 or 12. And he's the same age as his classmate, but he was really shorter. So his mom was checking on him, and she's saying, are you okay with that? Do you feel funny because you look younger than everyone else in the class? And he said, well, I was thinking about it and I've decided that something is either a problem or it is not. If it is a problem, it's either my problem or their problem. If it's not my problem, then it's their problem and it's got nothing to do with me. And he didn't feel being shorter then, I'm sure now he's a lot taller, mattered. And I thought that was such a mature answer for an 11-year-old. And that really left an impact on me. So something will disturb you if you give it importance. But then as far as happiness is concerned, you are responsible for your happiness. And why do you expect them to share your happiness? You see, expectation is the thing that causes us to be disappointed. So if they don't like you, you never really got on well, why do you expect them to share your happiness? So the expectation is wrong. But if you're more focusing on your own core values, I'm really happy about whatever it is today. I just woke up happy. I am responsible for my happiness. Then it doesn't matter how the outside world reacts. Really. I mean, to me, that's how I live. It's all about me. It's not about them. Unless somebody really hurts you, then, you stand up to them and you reply. You don't necessarily have to have a fight. But I don't think anybody can really bring you down. Like, give me an example. How can somebody bring you down?
For example, it's a life example. My mother-in-law, she tried to tease me today, something I'm sacrificing for my kids. She tried to tease me that I'm giving a lot of effort and I'm exaggerating and in this stance, instead of decreasing the stress I'm having, she put stress on me more.
No. When somebody says a comment like that, like my teacher used to say, my mentor and friend, Manon, she used to say, is it true? And I would tell her, no, it's not true, whatever they said. Then she says, don't care. It's water over a duck's back. Just let it go. But if it is true, which is probably why you're upset, then actually she did you a favor because you need to change your behavior so that you don't feel stressed. So again, it's about you. She would only respond to you at the level that you are at. So take it as an opportunity to ask yourself, is it true what she said? If it's not true, ignore it, just smile and walk away. If it is true, then think about it. What can you change so that you don't feel stressed? So I don't think people mean to criticize, although they use it as a chance to put you down. But I would look at it as, is it true? Is it not true? If it is true, then it served me. I can correct something about me. But if it's not true, then it's their rubbish. It's about them. It's not about me. Listen, we have a group of friends and once a month we meet. And we were at the beach the other day and two of my girlfriends, I know they were talking about me, but I didn't catch the beginning of the conversation. And what I heard is, yes, she does that. And the other girl said, no, yes, she does that. And I said, what is it that I do? And they said, you cut us off when it's something that you say, okay, get on with it. And I said, do I really do that? I wasn't upset, but I really didn't realize that I do it. And we all laughed. I could have taken it badly and made a big scene, but I just thought it was really funny. And so what if I am like that? They are my friends, they know me. And the whole thing was okay. So it will hit you if you are vulnerable. And if you're vulnerable, the two questions, is it true? What can I do about it? Then it has positive.
The thing that is the issue, I get rid of my helper because I'm sacrificing for important thing for my kids. So she teased me that you are working, you are giving this and putting stress on yourself. I'm having a helper. So I answered, okay, when I'll be older, I'll get a helper. Now I'm sacrificing for my kids.
What do you mean by sacrificing? I don't think any sacrifice is needed, okay? I listen to the vocabulary that you are using, especially in the Middle East. We have this idea you sacrifice for your children. You don't. You live your life in balance so that they can learn what it is to live life in balance. It's your duty to look after them because you're responsible for them. You brought them into this life. I understand. But if you are totally drained, then you're not serving yourself, you're not helping yourself, and you're not helping your children. So I want to know more. What do you mean by you're sacrificing?
I'm sacrificing. I'm not getting a maid to pay her in dollar.
Why?
Okay. Because I'm paying the important thing for my kids.
So right now you can't afford a helper. Is that what you're saying? Okay, so
And if
you're managing your life. Okay, I wouldn't say sacrificing, because just using the word sacrificing puts a lot of pressure on you. But you
No,
made that place.
I'm
You made that decision, right?
yes, but I'm a mother, not responsible to do this. She's the mother-in-law, so her son is responsible. So I'm sacrificing instead of putting my own
No, no, no,
money in.
no. You're making it more complicated, and you're making it more about you. Her son and you are responsible. The couple are responsible. Yeah. So when you start like that, already polarized, I'm sacrificing because he should do it, but he's not doing it. I mean, I don't want to go into your husband's finances, but I'm saying this is a joint decision. You make it together. And if you cannot afford a helper, there's nothing wrong with that. Then you manage your finances, you manage your life, you manage your situation. So don't say I'm sacrificing, because it implies you're unhappy, you made the wrong choices, which I think you are not. And if you are, then talk about it to your husband, not to your mother-in-law. I don't know what she means by that. If she can help, okay, let her help. Why not? Let her help.
No.
Okay, then tell her, can you help? Because we, my husband and I, can't do it at this moment. But if you can help, you're welcome to. That will put an end to it. I had a friend, an older, woman, and you know how it is in the Middle East. Everybody likes to interfere with everybody's business. And I knew that she was going to ask me this delicate question, and I didn't see her for a month, but I prepared my answer. And then when she asked me, that was the first question. As soon as I said hello, she asked me, oh, how are you managing this? And I just looked at her because I've been rehearsing. And I said, why? Can you help me? And her face turned red. She's an older lady. Her face turned red and she said, I'm really sorry. I said, okay, then don't worry about it. Don't ask. And she really stopped from that time until now. She stopped interfering. So think about, why is it pushing you? Hear the language that you use. And sometimes just by changing the language, you actually change your perspective. Because to say I'm sacrificing implies I'm a victim. And I don't believe we are. I believe we make choices according to our circumstance. And I love making choices because it makes me feel self-empowered. And I don't blame anyone else about it. Because you had to make that decision. Therefore, it's a place of empowerment. But the minute you say, I sacrificed, nobody sacrificed anything. Your parents did not sacrifice anything. Whatever they did, they had to do in order to bring their children up. But let's go of this mentality of, I sacrificed, I didn't live my life because of my children. It's wrong. Because you're only teaching them lack of self-empowerment instead of self-empowerment and to be responsible for the choices they make. Which is a better feeling? To feel responsible, I made my decision, or to feel, oh my God, I'm a victim, I'm sacrificing my happiness. So it's not true. So if she stressed you by saying that, maybe she did you a service so that we could talk about it today and you could change the way you see yourself and your decision making. But there is no sacrifice. I mean, in your language, my parents sacrificed a lot, but we never felt it. We always enjoyed being together. I really enjoyed my childhood. We had amazing time. But now that I'm older and I look back, I can understand the sacrifices they made. But there was absolutely no kind of this victim mentality. We sacrificed for you. No, you brought your children. You didn't ask them their permission. It's your choice. It's your decision. You have to, it's your responsibility, and that's it. And feel empowered for the choices you make. Sometimes there are hard choices. Because, the economic situation worldwide is really hard. People are making choices. I don't make as many trips, for example, to see my own family because they live a little bit far from where I am. And I noticed every time I go and I come back, a quarter of a time goes down. Okay, but I don't feel victimized. I don't feel I'm sacrificing anything. We joke about it and we talk on the phone or whatever it is. And I see them less regularly, but I do see them. But it is what it is. And we have to manage. But let go of this feeling I'm sacrificing.
Yeah, next time, if you want to tease me, then my answer, okay, you can help if you can offer.
I would say it's smiling. Why? I agree with you. Can you help? If not, we're just managing my life, which is what I told, this other relative of mine. I said, can you help? Otherwise, don't worry, don't ask, don't comment. But a smile is very important. Sense of humor is very important. I think we talked about it last time, because yes or no is second chakra. Are you with me or against me is duality. But when you smile, it brings the energy up and it brings it into unison, which is chakra 3, and it dissolves the conflict. So you stop feeling like she's attacking you and you're defending, mother-in-law, whatever. I mean, after all, she's a mother, you're a mother, So I wouldn't even see her as a mother-in-law, just mother. And I would say, you're absolutely right. Can you help? It'll be amazing if you can. If you can't, then we just have to manage, the situation. Especially, in Lebanon, out of all places, really, God bless you. I don't know how people are managing. It's just a miracle. So you have to do what you have to do, but don't feel victimized. Have fun with your children, make them understand. Children are really intelligent. They will understand. Even animals understand. Just talk to them so that they know what you're going through is okay and it's just a phase, so that they grow up not feeling like, I've sacrificed or I've missed my childhood or whatever it is. So change the way you feel, change the words you use, and what that will help you shift your perspective. And for me, as I said, it makes you feel more self-empowered. It's a choice I made, so what? And that is more empowering.
Another thing, when you told me, congratulations for the book.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
I wish for you all the best.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
About the 3 minutes, and I didn't receive the email. Can you?
I will send you the exercise. I will send it to you.
Please.
Yeah. It's very easy. I'll find it. Oh, here it is. And I'll send it to you on WhatsApp. It's really easy for me on WhatsApp.
WhatsApp, you don't know my number.
Oh, okay. Then WhatsApp me and I'll send it. Yeah, 2 minutes.
What's your number? I don't know it.
I'll text it to you on Instagram. That's easy.
Okay, if you want, I will give you my number. 71.
Okay, hold on, because we are all over. We are on YouTube and everywhere. So let me text you mine or text me yours and I'll send it to you later. Yeah?
Okay.
That's good. Okay, Jody, do you have anything? I didn't have a chance to hear from you.
Hello. So I had this crazy dream. I have to tell you about it.
Okay, hold on. Let me grab a pen. And this was recent?
Yeah, like maybe a week ago or something.
Okay, excellent.
But it's still been fresh in my mind.
Okay.
So I have like big factory windows here where I live.
Okay.
And there's big bird. I don't know if it was an eagle or a hawk, but it seemed like it was bigger than that.
This is real to fly. This real.
No, it was a dream. No, it was a dream, but it felt so surreal, like it was real.
The dream, the bird and the window. Yeah. The dream. Okay.
And it was trying to come into my apartment. It was trying to come into my house in the window, but it was an ungodly big bird, like with lots of feathers and like a kind of an ugly face. And I was like, oh my God, I was talking to my dog. I don't know if it was my old dog or my new dog. Like, this bird is trying to come in the house.
Okay.
And then I woke up and I was like, oh my God, that was so weird.
Okay.
Strange.
I mean, what was going on in real life? Did you write a sentence down as to what was going on in real life at the time? Or
no.
Do you remember what you were going through?
I don't remember what was going on that day or that
day or that week. There must have been something significant that is telling you there's going to be a big change. And the big bird symbolizes something really big and noticeable. Had it been a little bird, you wouldn't have, in your dream, you wouldn't have made notice of it. You wouldn't have remembered the dream. Do you see what I mean? So it doesn't necessarily mean like a bad event is happening. It's just a symbol. It has to be so big so that you would remember the dream when you woke up. Okay? So this,
when I looked it up, it said like this, the spiritual meaning, like death is coming to you. And I was like, oh my God, I don't want to see any more death.
I don't know where you look things up. We've said this before. Dream language is made up by your own subconscious mind. So to you, a big bird is threatening. Maybe to Mo or Suzanne, it's not threatening. It will mean something else. Don't look things up. There are universal symbols, but the only way to understand your dreams is to write them down, write one line, what was going on in real life, and then you begin to relate dream life to real life, dream life to real life, and you will understand your own dictionary. But from just what you told me, as I said, the bird is so big that you had to notice, and it's trying to come through the window. Was the window open?
Yes, it was open.
Okay, and then
It was like sticking its head in, like trying to like fly into the house.
I would interpret that as something, life or someone is trying to grab your attention, or life is trying to tell you there's a big, huge change coming and you're not noticing it, or you're not noticing that things are changing. Perhaps you felt like, your life is in a lull, nothing is happening, and your mind is saying, no, new change is trying to come in, it's trying to stick its head in. And that's the message. There is nothing about death here. Nothing. That's not a death dream. If it's the death, maybe death of the past, because it's a huge big bird, I had a dream about a spider once, and for me, spider are complications, because I was afraid of spiders. I'm not anymore. And it was a huge spider, the black and white spiders with a lot of hair. And I woke up and I looked on the floor, and this was in London, and there was the same spider on the floor. It didn't bother me or hit me, or sting me or anything, but that was a warning dream. So I just got up, and then the spider, moved out of the way and went out of the window. So it was just a warning dream, but it didn't mean anything bad. Now, if the spider stung you, or if your bird went in and did something, then we can interpret the dream further. But I think also the ugly face, intuitively, when you said it had an ugly face, I think that you are about to go through a major change. And although it may not look good, it's still a big change, because a bird, what does a bird do? A bird flies. So I think you're really moving to a new cycle, new phase in your life. You may not like how things look like now, but a change is trying to come through. I mean, just from what you said and just from what Mo said, you're already talking about changes. Can you see a pattern? For me, I can really easily see a pattern. So you may not like, like autumn looked like death, and then you thought your dream is about death. Death, let's call it transformation. So something is transforming, something is changing, and your subconscious mind is trying to tell you, no, this is big, this is noticeable, to grab your attention. So it's not a bad omen. I wouldn't jump to that conclusion. So that the mind does sometimes choose symbols like that, your mind, to make you remember, to make you notice that it's big, it's ugly, it's big, it's whatever it is, because we would remember that and talk about it more than if it was like a fantastic dream. Do you know what I mean? So it's just trying to grab your attention. Flying is a lot.
I was going to say, my dreams are always anxious. Like, they're never like beautiful, happy dreams. They're always some type of.
Dreams is the language of your mind. So if you're not feeling, if you don't feel calm and together, I think I've told you before, you are sensitive, you are intuitive. So sometimes like your antennas is always on, and that makes us feel a bit more hyper or anxious. So you need to do more effort to calm down, whatever calms you down. But they're not bad dreams, but they're reflecting your state of mind. Like if I'm going through a state of a phase of stress, I would have so-called bad dreams, but they're not. But, it's telling me my mind is not relaxed, my mind is not at ease. And when I worked daily with my dreams, I would always have the weekend off, meaning have a holiday dream on the weekend, ask for a fun dream, a party dream. Don't interpret that dream, don't write it down, but you need to give your mind a break. So if you feel that your dreams are generally stressful, this is your mind trying to pull your attention, attract your attention and say, well, look, this is an ugly state, a change is coming, along those lines. So try and do more to relax yourself, do more in terms of consciously asking for a fun dream, do whatever you can to make yourself unwind more easily and sleep better. I've just, again, redecorated my room just so that I can really sleep well, because it does take me about 3 hours to unwind. So I go to bed at 8, but I don't sleep before 11. Like really, it takes me that long to wind down. And if you feel you're the same, you just need to do more and pay attention to your state of mind so that your dreams will change. If you do what I'm suggesting, you'll start having better looking birds in your dreams, maybe more colorful, because that seems to be the language that your mind is trying to attract your attention with. Does that make sense, Jody?
Yeah.
But forget death. It's not about death. It's a big change. It's something that's flying, I was going to say, which is a lot faster than something that crawls. Do you see what I mean? So an aeroplane is something happening a lot faster than a train, a lot faster than a car. So also the speed, if you get travel, if you get a mobile call, that's very quick communication, as opposed to a fax, as we used to have in the old days, or a letter by post. That's still communication, but it's taking longer. So I would pay attention to color, size, mode of transportation, and always write, like, I was listening to the words you're using, like big bird, ugly bird, you know, it's like really something here is trying to grab the attention. And you said I have factory windows. Like, what does that mean? Is there a significant to factory windows?
No, I just live in it's an old factory converted into apartments. So it's like from
So this is your current
huge
flat.
buildings. It's
So
a what?
this is your current flat. This is where you are now.
Yeah, yeah. Yes.
So that's a thing that links, that's like an indication or an extra language, an extra, what's the word I'm looking for? Symbol, that this dream is about now. It's about the present, because sometimes we dream about places we've lived before or countries where we've lived before. So the meaning of the dream would be pointing to the past. But in your dream, it's a significant, attractive size of bird, and it's happening now in the current flat, meaning that's why you remember the windows. So currently, maybe your state of mind is on alert. There's a change coming and you need to relax. This is how I would interpret it, and notice or recognize or begin to see the pattern or the dynamic of how things are changing. It could be small stuff, which we often miss. Because, you know, like I said in my newsletter, when we are in the eye of the storm, you don't notice the changes. But after the storm is over, you'll notice maybe the colors of the clothes I wear are different. Maybe my hairstyle or makeup style is different. My friends are different. What I'm attracted to is different. So this bird, big changes. You may not like them, but they're coming now because it's in your flat now. And it left you with that memory that something eminent and significant is flying into your world very soon. Okay. I don't feel bad at all. I love that dream. I think it's just trying to shock you. And the last point is, remember, dreams will change when your state of mind changes. When I was very, very dramatic, when I first started 30 years ago, my dreams and also those of my friends, we shared the same journey, were always like I was paralyzed. People are holding me down. I can't move, which is what I felt, you know, coming out of the war from Kuwait. And then gradually, it took a while, but gradually they changed. So this is how I've noticed, you know, it depends how I feel and what kind of dreams my mind generates.
Okay. You said recorded on the YouTube?
Yeah.
We are live on YouTube now?
We are live on YouTube now. I'm trying it out.
Why?
I don't know. Why? Because I always take it and I post it on YouTube, and it's a lot easier for me to put the content as it happens. It's just really easy. But from December, I was thinking we just meet in Clubhouse, so we don't even have to worry about being on camera. It's live, but it's only voice. I don't know. Can you access Clubhouse in Jordan and in Lebanon? I have no idea.
I don't know.
Yeah? Oh, great. Okay.
I don't know. Yeah. I don't know.
It's you can go online, you know, Clubhouse on the computer, or you can download the app. I'll send you the link. It's on my Instagram profile. Click and see if you can work it out. Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe it'll be easier. And I was thinking of you so that you don't have to worry about, you know, am I on camera or not on camera?
Thank you.
In the winter, we all want to cocoon, so maybe it's fun. We'll try it. If not,
I'll try.
because I really like this, and I was thinking I will carry on. We'll keep on meeting once a month, come with questions, and we'll do it all of next year. How about that? Would you like that?
So they can see us and see all the video.
Yeah.
I didn't notice. I thought that it's private.
Yeah, no. You get a notice that tells you you're live. But anyway, don't worry. Are you worried about your mother-in-law? I just told you about my aunt, so don't worry. Okay. Anything else anyone would like to ask about? It's getting colder in
You said about this
for all of you, but here it's still hot. Okay.
Sorry. Yeah.
Okay. Who wants to start?
Yeah. May I, please?
Please.
You said about the change that we are going through, but when I said the word death, I meant the end of some relationships.
I understood, but it is metaphorical death in many ways, is what I wanted to say. It is an end of a cycle. It's the end of a year. It's the end of a season. It's the end of whatever was happening in that cycle, whether it's friends, habits, interests. You will always experience death or transformation on the level that you are at, because change is constant. So some people think like there's a destination that we're going to arrive to, and there isn't one. Life is a journey, and no matter what you do and how much you've achieved, we are still moving upwards or still moving forward. Things are changing. So it demands that we stay flexible and we reflect and we have our own time to kind of notice what we're going through. So yeah, there will be a lot of, a huge transformation would be death, but really any change can be death, because change, if we are unprepared, can be really traumatizing. I remember when I started podcasting back in 2005, I did a podcast interview with an amazing artist and musician, Melita Cohen. She was a Sufi as well, and her name was Azima Melita Cohen, and she was a classical pianist, and she used to play music to the poetry of Rumi. So I thought that was really interesting, and I was beginning to explore poetry and to explore Sufism, etc. And I asked her about her life, and she said, I died 5 times. And I went, but what she really meant is that her life completely changed 5 times, as though she really went through a death in order to give birth to a new life. So in her case, the transition was so huge, 180 degrees, that it really felt like death. So no, I understood completely what you're saying. But I'm also saying we're all, the 3 of you are still talking about transition and death in however way you respond to it. So because you're picking up on something, is my point, that things are changing. Maybe it's the season, maybe it's the temperature, maybe it's the dreams, maybe it's other people commenting on us, but things are changing. And this is what awareness, self-awareness comes in, so that we can notice what is changing, so that we can prepare how to respond and how to understand by reflecting on what we're going through, so that we can prepare and use new tools in the next stage. Because very often when you transition, it's like this software upgrade that I spoke about. Whatever you did in the past is not going to work in the future, because this is a new level, a new transitional state. So we need new tools. We need to adapt or modulate our behavior. We need to see things differently, because here is not the same as here. Does that make sense? So it is death. It is really death.
But the question is, what's going to happen is totally new. That's the thing.
It can be. As I said, you always experience things on the level that you're at. So if you are at a stage where everything needs to change, then that is what you will experience. If you have moved on, for example, and things begin to clarify more and you are more sure, for example, of who you are, what you're doing, there will still be dramatic changes, but on a different level. Maybe it's about, friends that no longer support you. They no longer serve their purpose, because people always come into our life for a purpose. Maybe it's about that. Maybe it's about realizing, oh my God, I'm different, but my house is the same for 20 years. Someone told me like, oh my God, I haven't changed my house, like literally nothing on the inside for the last 20 years. And I said, well, no wonder you are stuck, because you're a different person now. And she completely agreed. So, sometimes we will experience, time to let go of the past, time to let go of, I don't know, whatever things we were obsessed with, just throw them out and then, invite something new in. So 2 facts, life is always changing. You will always experience the same change, but on the level that you are at, if that makes sense. And we probably lost Mo at the right moment. Okay. Oh, I see. It has been an hour. Okay, folks, anything to end up with to conclude our session for today? And please remember, next time we meet is the 28th of October. And I would like to know if you would like to continue meeting on Clubhouse or you prefer Zoom. Please let me know.
Clubhouse, is it a payment? We have to pay?
No, it isn't at all.
Okay.
For me, either works for me. I'm fine with either one.
Okay, great.
Okay. Your Instagram page. So
Yeah. If you go to my Instagram page and you click on the link, you will find all the link to Clubhouse, joining the monthly sessions, and I will hear from, others as well. And if everybody, I just want to know what people prefer. I mean, I'm happy to do either, but I thought it might be more fun to try Clubhouse. Maybe not. Maybe you'd like to see me and I'd like to see you. I really don't mind, but I would love to continue. If you're up for it, then we'll meet again.
Yes, I'd love to.
Okay, excellent. Right. I'm very happy you joined me tonight. I hope it was useful. Buy the book, leave a review. I will be really grateful. And I will see you on the 28th of October. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. See you soon. Bye, everyone.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.